You want something, Dad?
Bring me a bowl of pasta fazool. Hey, that sounds good, Angie. Bring me some fazool, too. There's nothing like a plate of fazool, you know, to absorb the acid there, Professor. How's your drink, Professor?
Fine, Luke. Strong.
Tito, try the fish. I had fish for lunch. So, Professor, what's the deal here? Why don't you lay all of this stuff out for us in language we can all understand and not too many words? Huh?
Right, okay. Now, I brought along copies of the script for everyone, along with the limited partnership papers and the reviews from the Buffalo production.
Hey, Buffalo, wasn't that Primo's territory, Primo and Downey?
Yeah, in the 60s.
They had that place all buttoned up to themselves for a while, and then he got greedy. Hey, greed's a terrible thing, Professor.
Terrible.
Old Dominic, he got two Bigfoot britches. May he rest in peace. Go ahead, Professor. Don't let us interrupt you. Say these are limited partnership papers. We'll have our legal staff take a look at these.
Why don't you tell us about your play, Terrence?
Terrence? Your name is Terrence?
Yes, Terrence O'Keefe.
Call you Terrence?
Sure, why not? That's my name, after all.
Dispense with the formalities. It's better that way.
I agree with you, Mike. Call you Mike. Lots better that way.
Only my intimates call me Mike.
Yes, sir. That was very presumptuous of me.
But lucky for you, I view you as an intimate. Well, Terrence, I ain't got nothing against the Irish in case you've been worried about that.
It truly never crossed my mind.
It should have. You should never take nothing for granted.
So let Terrence tell us about the play.
Hey, shoot, Terrence. What's the subject of this play of yours?
The subject is crime, actually.
Crime?
Yes, it's about a crime, you see. Well, you'll see when you read the scripts or the reviews. If you don't feel like reading the scripts, the reviews give you a pretty good idea of the storyline.
Why don't you tell us about it in your own words? I mean, make me want to invest in your play.
Okay. It's about a murder. Sort of a cross between Sleuth and Death Trap. Sort of an intellectual cross between Anthony Schaefer and Peter Schaefer.
Are we familiar with these gentlemen?
Oh, yeah. They're very successful. Top of the line, Mike.
What?
They're playwrights, actually.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is you're ripping off these gavones?
I admit to an influence, certainly.
Hey, what he's saying, Mike, is that he's operating in the same territory.
And in your business is permitted to encroach on the territory of the competition?
Well, it's not only permitted, it's encouraged.
I find that very interesting.
But at the same time, my play is completely original. And in another sense, I don't owe anything to anybody. See, this is the play where you get into the psychology of the killer. The audience actually participates in the crime. In fact, it's the audience that's guilty in the last analysis. The play deals with themes of universal guilt, man's responsibility to his fellow man. It may sound a little too intellectual, perhaps, but in Buffalo
I
last
saw
year,
Ethel Merman once, live.
What, you saw who?
Ethel Merman, a very great actress.
Yes, she was, one of the greatest.
In the Desert Song.
I don't think she was ever in the deserts. I was never aware that she was in the Desert Song. I bet she was terrific.
Saw it the candlelight down on the shore, that old summer theater. You remember that tent they had there, Louis?
What tent? I don't remember no
The
tent.
tent where I saw Ethel Merman, summer '52, in the Desert Song with Ezio Pinza at the time of my life.
Wait a minute. Ethel Merman, maybe. But Ezio Pinza, come on, Mike, not Ezio Pinza, not in a million years.
Ezio Pinza was a cousin of mine.
On the other hand, what do I know? It's before my time. Why not Ezio Pinza? Why not Callis? Why not Caruso?
A distant cousin, 3-4 times removed on my mother's side. I mean, Ezio, a great gift. Ezio Pinza, a very great talent.
Yes, one of the greatest.
And very religious, too. You know that?
No, I wasn't aware of that.
Oh, yeah, he went to Mass every day.
Huh, imagine that.
I don't go to church myself except for funerals and baptisms, but I don't like nobody making fun of religion.
I agree with you, Mike. Some things ought to remain sacred, and religion is certainly one of them.
And what about Don Amici?
Don Amici.
Oh, that was a great talent for you. That's a man years ahead of his time.
He was ahead of mine, too, but I've only heard the finest things about him.
I saw him last winter on the night show, and I'm telling you, he was in great shape for a man, what, 83, 84
I
years?
thought he was dead.
Well, in that case, he was in really great shape. So, there. If this play yours is such a hot item, why you gotta come to amateurs like us to get the money?
Well, now I anticipated that question.
Now, you probably have a very good answer.
You used the word amateur, Mike, which is just the right word. It means to love, from the Latin, amo, amas, amat, one who loves something. And I think it's time we took commercial theater out of the hands of the professionals and put it back into the hands of the amateurs, the true lovers of art. Like in the Renaissance, for example, when the great princely families were in the truest and strictest sense of the word, amateurs. If theater is to survive, we need to return to the traditions of the Medicis, who for years...
You know the Medici?
Of course, who doesn't?
They in show business, too.
Everything remotely related to the arts.
Well, that's news to me. I thought they were into booze and prostitution.
Horses, too. They used to ride the horses down Gulf Stream in the winter.
You know, we seem not to be talking about the same Medicis.
We talked about Jimmy and Carlo Medici out of Worcester, Mass. Who the hell are you talking about?
Another branch of the family.
Well, it was a big family, a very big family.
Prolific.
Whatever. Tell me something, Professor. Like we said, we don't know nothing about plays, so the way I see it, what you're asking us to do is invest in you personally. Is that right or wrong?
Yes, in a sense that is true.
Well, since we don't know nothing about you, it's a crapshoot.
Hey, Mike, it ain't exactly a crapshoot.
Hey, crapshoot, I don't mind. I shoot craps. I love to shoot craps. All I'm trying to do is characterize this and for the nature what it really is in so many words, stripped of all illusions. That's all I'm trying to do.
Right, I understand. But it ain't no crapshoot. They did Terrence play already. It was a big hit in Buffalo. You got the play, you got the reviews, you got a star who agrees to play the part.
Who is the star? Why have I never heard of him?
How the hell do I know why you never heard of this star? The whole world knows him, you don't. All you know is here's your pencil. What am I supposed to do, drop dead because you never heard of this star?
What's his name?
How the hell do I know what his name is? He's a star!
All right. Take your word for it. Okay, you say he's a star, he's a star. Let's get something straight, though, Professor, right off the bat here, you know. I don't want to make 6% on my money, you know. We lose 100 grand, 200 grand. That won't be the first time, won't be the last, you know, but if we win, now I want to win big. Now, if I want to make 6% on my investment, I'll invest in stocks and bonds, buy some of them C's and D's. You follow me?
We're interested in the action. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we're not afraid to take a plunge as long as we realize there's a possibility of a score.
So, why are we talking off-Broadway? If this property of yours is such a gold mine, how come we ain't talking Broadway?
Why ain't we talking Donna Meach and Ida Lupino? Tell me something, Professor. What it cost to do this play? It was top shelf. I mean, 1 million, 2 million.
Around 800,000, maybe 9.
What are we doing fooling around here with nickels and dimes? And Louis, you got confidence in Terrence. You familiar with his career over the years?
Yeah, I know him since Andrew was in college with him, taking his class. He's been close before. One of his players was a big hit in Belgium. I think he's right.
Hey, that's good enough for me, then. I mean, why don't we just take the whole thing, huh? Hey, come on, Louis, we're gonna plunge. Why don't we plunge?
Hey, I give a shit. It's up to you. Whatever you want's okay with me.
You guys want to invest $900,000 in my play? My play? Are you crazy?